As early as I can remember, I felt led to adopt a child. I shared this with my husband before we got married. We talked about it, but nothing was set in stone. We got married. We eventually had two biological children, and I just felt so incredibly blessed. We had a beautiful home with an empty bedroom, and I just felt like God was calling us to fill that bedroom up. We eventually agreed that it was time. So we started the process through the state. We took the parenting classes. The process took about 9 months. And as soon as we finished our last class, before the paperwork was even processed, we got a call that they were twins in the hospital and that it would be a quick and clean adoption.
I can't say that it was what I thought I should be doing. I wasn't sure if I could love a child that wasn't biologically mine, if I'm just being transparent. And we walked into that room and I saw those babies for the first time, and God did something to my heart. He took away everything that I felt 5 days before. It was so clear to me the love that I had for these children.
Shortly after we had them both home, the caseworker reached out to us and let us know that the birth father was made aware of their birth. He didn't know about them. And he decided that if they were in fact his biological children, that he wanted to have custody of them. Paternity was established. By the time they were 6 months old, the court ordered that their biological father would have custody of them. And that was probably the worst day of our lives. Of course, I cried out to God, and all I kept hearing from him was that it's not over. So we told the birth father that, in our hearts, they were our children and that we loved them. And, I said, we're happy to support you, help you in any way. And then I had a lot of people telling me, listen, he's using you. You're buying all their formula. You're buying their diapers. You're buying their clothes. And he's taking advantage of the situation. And I knew that they were right. And I said, I know, but I don't care. It's not about him and what he wants or needs. It's about what our children need. But I really struggled with the fact that the dream that I had in my head was not playing out. Eventually, I can't remember what I prayed or what verse I read, but I was able to really just release it. And I just gave it to Christ, and I just said, whatever capacity you allow me to be their mother, I will take it. And it wasn't until I truly surrendered that at his feet, that's when things changed. Not even 2 weeks later, their birth father came to us and said that even with all of our help, he could not do it. And he wanted us to have custody of them full time. So we were their legal guardians for 12 years. It wasn't until the twins were 12 years old that their birth father said that he was willing to sign adoption papers because he had developed some serious health issues, and he wanted to be sure that if anything happened to him, that the twins would definitely stay with us.
God has a way of working through you, in my view. He has a way of really penetrating your heart. And we did wonder why we were so blessed. I believe we were put in that situation for a reason. God knew what was to come. We are stronger because of it. As Jean said, it's not the way she envisioned it. It's the way it happened. She was obedient to it. And now we're legally their parents. We're spiritually their parents. And we love them.
I had my moments, but most of the time, I just trusted that God was going to finish what he started. And, his timing is perfect. I never would have thought that it would take 12 years, but it did. And we are so grateful. And our family is complete. It's everything that I had hoped and dreamed that it would be.